Hey folks, this is Vince with Ads Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to play Star Control Origins. It's important to note that what you're looking at here is a preview build, so everything that you're about to see is subject to change. Also, I just got my press key, so this is going to be a first impressions video. So, this is a look at the main menu. There's New Game, Load Game, Fleet Battles, Crafting, Options, Give Feedback, Credits, and Exit. New Game and Load Game are currently grayed out. All I have access to right now are Fleet Battles and Crafting. As far as the options menu is concerned, there's full screen, borderless, windowed, and just regular full screen, anti-aliasing. There's also resolution here. You can adjust your audio sliders. I do have the music off for the sake of the commentary and to prevent copyright issues. And then there's some controls over here. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the crafting. I did play around with this a little bit off camera, not a whole lot, but I managed to create my own ship, but I deleted the design so that I could walk you through what I was doing. On the left-hand side of the screen, you've got various pre-built ships that you can mess around with. There's my designs and those that you've downloaded. If you click on a ship on the right-hand side, you can see its recharge, acceleration, turn rate, top speed, and range. Let's just go ahead and create a new design rather than edit an existing one. And this reminds me a little bit of the ship builder or the ship designer in Galactic Civilizations 2 and 3, a little bit. In Galactic Civilizations 2 and 3, you could create a ship from scratch, and you can do that here. But in the same menu in Galactic Civilizations 2 and 3, you could also attach different weapons and that. Here, you put together the parts first, and then you put mounts onto your ship. And then once you're done with that, then you move on to the different weapons. So let's just go ahead and show you what that's like. I could do, say, what did I mess around with before? Let's say I do that. I could put this down. And there's size that you can mess around with. Again, if you've played Galactic Civilizations 2 and 3, this will be familiar to you. There's an offset, rotate, X, Y, and Z. Colors, you can mess with different color schemes here. You can also attach, there's different this color probably isn't the best. Let's go ahead and move it to something more neutral. There we go. So you can see little red things sticking out of the ship. So this, you know, you can basically, and middle mouse button rotates the camera. So you can do something like this if you wanted. And again, this is a really crappy design, of course, but for demonstration purposes, this will work. Let's see, I can make this bigger maybe. Let's close that. Select that part and mess with it. Again, that's just kind of this ship is terrible. Okay. I was messing around with, I mean, I guess I'll save this design, but I was messing around with this particular shape. I was reminded of the ship from Star Trek, the original series, from the episode The Carbonite Maneuver, that big yellow ball that Kirk had to deal with. I'm not going to spoil it, but I put that down, added some mounts, and that was it. It's that simple. You don't actually have to do too much. For example, let's just hit, let's get rid of these. Delete, delete, delete. So I could do something like this. All right, and put that down, increase the size of it. Okay, and then mounts. This is where you attach different things, like you've got engine mount, and the game will not let you progress beyond the screen unless you have a mount for each of your systems. So you've got thruster mount, secondary weapon mount, primary weapon mount, module mount, and engine. I've got all 5. I'm going to save design, and I'll just do, say, DGA test. Sure. And you can create a description here. Cool. And then save. Okay. So now that is saved. It's right here. And I can also outfit this ship. I mean, you could have done that. Like if you edit the design and then save an outfit. That's the other option that you have down here. Save an outfit. Save. Now it brings you to, there's a primary, secondary, thrusters, and engines tab. And on the right-hand side, you can see how the different weapons will affect the ship. So I can do point defense, beam carver, black hole, and there's different points associated with them. There's a lot of different ones. I'm not going to read them all off to you, but you can see there's a lot of different primary weapons here. Summon Jeff. What the heck does that mean? Do I summon a guy named Jeff every time I fire? I guess we'll find out, right? There's a flak cannon, gravity wave, big long range laser. There's that. Secondary, let's do that. The demotivator. It just puts someone back to sleep. Thrusters. There's 4 different thrusters. We'll do an extreme thruster. Acceleration's great. And engines. Basic engine, engine 2, engine 3, engine 4. And I think these points come into play when you're choosing ships for your fleet. And I think each ship has a point limit. For those of you that have played tabletop miniature games, usually your fleet has some type of point limit so that it balances out with the other player's fleet as well. So you could have like one giant powerful ship sort of modded and outfitted to the teeth. And then, it costs a lot of points though. And that's all you can build. Or you can create a bunch of little weaker ships that aren't outfitted, but you can sort of swarm your enemy with it. So there's a lot of different options there. And I'm assuming that's how this works. So we're going to save that and exit. And then go to fleet battles. Now this is as far as I got. I did not touch anything beyond this point. There's single player, local match, custom, unranked, play, and ranked. Let's go to single player. And so I can choose human-controlled and foolish cyborg. There's basic, challenging, expert, crazy. Let's do foolish. I like that. I'd like to add I want to add my ship in here. All ships. Now, how come I can't add that? You don't have sufficient unused... Okay, so I need to get rid of something. Let's get rid of this. How do we remove it? So there's pre-built fleets, which is nice. I like that. So there's 12 points remaining on this. And again, how do we delete an existing one? Okay, so go to the X. Okay. Too bad there's not an easier way to do that. All right, so I start with 100 points. And let's do the same thing with the computer over here. I want to try different ship types, but not all at the same time. So here's the ship that I made. I guess I'll make a few of those. I've got 1 point remaining. So I have 3 of these ships that I made. Recharge, acceleration, turn rate, top speed, and range. Pretty bad. And then we've got, let's give them some of these regular ships. There's an Earth ship. We'll give them this Defender, sure, and this Scout. Okay, so again, the battle is obviously going to be one-sided. He's got 64 points remaining, so this is going to be probably a slaughter. But I am curious to see how this works and, whether or not I actually have control beyond this point. Pick my ship. Okay, so I can choose a ship here. Interesting. So at this point... Oh, okay. What was that all about? Why is he bouncing off asteroids for? Alright. Right-click seems to fire a laser, but I have no idea. Okay, so wait. My arrow keys are doing something. Okay, so my arrow keys move in the opposite... The up arrow moves in the opposite direction of the thruster. I think that Summon Jeff is... Okay, so the left mouse button at Summon Jeff, that's what's saying help, help. So left mouse button is Summon Jeff, right mouse button is big long range laser. So what's the point of Summon Jeff? Is that just a joke? Alright, I'd like to zoom in. Alright, so mouse wheel down zooms in. Interesting. This laser's nice, but it's hard to aim. What I'd really like to do is try out different weapons. So I thought it was going to be like a huge fleet battle. It looks like it's like a one-on-one kind of thing. Alright, let's go ahead and exit. I want to... first, I'd like to get rid of Summon Jeff, because that's funny, but it's not very useful. Just help, help. That doesn't really do much against my opponent, as far as I can tell. Crafting, edit design, save an outfit. Alright, Summon Jeff. Let's go. Paperwork. Oh, good. Let's go with Black Hole. Reinforcements. Boarding party. What is that? Self-destruct. Oh, that's a good thing. Alright, let's do Black Hole. I'm sure that can't be a problem. Nothing bad could possibly happen because of that. Alright, secondary. Gravity wave. Let's try that. Alright, save and exit. Oh, also, you can change your hull size, small, medium, or large. That changes the different things that you can equip, like engine types, for example. Also adjusts the point cost a bit. So large increases the point cost. I need to repick my engines here. There we go. Alright, save. Exit. And then we'll go back to fleet battles. Single player. Let's do, I guess we'll pick different ships. And sure. I'm trying to pick a variety of different ships. All right. Pick your ship. All right, so let's see how well this one does. Ah, okay. So the left mouse button fires the black hole. Right mouse button. It'd be cool if I could tell. I wish there was a firing arc. It's hard to tell where my secondary weapon's going to shoot from and where my primary weapon is going to shoot from. Like some sort of cone would be awesome, you know, for my primary and secondary, so I can see where the thing's gonna fire. As of right now, I'm trying to figure out where my mount is, but it's difficult to see. You see what I mean? It's difficult to tell where it's gonna fire. Oh, if I hold in the left mouse button, it shoots farther. Okay. And I think I'm dead. Probably killed myself with the black hole, to tell you the truth. Pick your ship. Okay, so this is sort of like an elimination kind of thing. I was expecting to have all of my ships available to me and then fly them all at once. You know, I control one, the computer controls the rest, but that's not how this is turning out to be. But again, this is like an early build, so it's possible that, you know, this will change. So this is the Trandle ship, whatever that is. Interesting. I think I got him. Alright, so I'm up against this scout now. You win. Okay. Alright, so local match. I'm assuming this is like local multiplayer, yeah. Play against another player locally. And again, you can choose between different fleets. Load, delete. Okay. Interesting. No. I think we're good. Alright, unranked play and ranked play. Unranked is play an unranked online game, and ranked is play a ranked online game. Custom match is currently grayed out. It's coming soon. So that is the extent of what is being offered right now in Star Control Origins. I don't know if different people have different levels of access based on their pledge in terms of how much they contributed to the alpha of this game, but this is what I have access to right now on my current build. So if you guys want to see more, let me know. If you guys haven't already, subscribed to my channel and check out my official website, www.dadsgamingaddiction.com. This is Vince. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.